Hey guys, this is Chris with Unknown Comics, and this week we're talking about Final Order Cutoff for May 17th, 2021. Most of these books are going to be street dating the week of June 9th, 2021. Make sure if you want to order these comics, pre-order from Unknown Comics, you can save up to 30% when you pre-order from us. That's unknowncomicbooks.com. Also, make sure you are participating on our weekly contest. If you comment, like, subscribe to this video, you will be entered into a chance to win every one of the books we talked about this week. So you'll win one variant of each book. So sometimes it's 10 books, sometimes it can be more because we have a few books that we talk about that have multiple books in them. So it may be like, in example this week, Hellfire, Gala, there's a couple of books in there. So again, make sure you are commenting, liking, and subscribing to the page. Make sure the big thing is the comment down below. That gets you entered in for a chance to win one version of every book we talk about in this week's video. So let's get straight into it. Here is this week's top 10 Final Order Cutoff. Coming in at number 10, we have Space Pirate Captain Harlock number 1. Has a lot of different covers. This is from Ablaze Publishing. It's going to be a pretty cool book. I really like the cover A from Derek Chu, and then of course it has 3 other variants as well. Make sure you're checking this one out. From the legendary Leiju Matsumoto, along with Jerome Acquire, comes an epic new story set within the timeline of the original series. This brand new Captain Harlock adventure marks the beginning of a new story arc. So make sure you're checking this one out. Again, this is number 10 on this week's top 10 list. Coming in at number 9 from Marvel Comics is Strange Academy number 11. This is still being written by, of course, Scotty Young. Interior art is by Humberto Ramos. This team up has been great so far. This book has been in and out every month. One of the highest ordered books we have. Strange Academy number 11. It's a murder mystery at Strange Academy, and not the fun kind with the pretend roles. Toth has been shattered and everyone is a suspect. Can the teachers discover who done it? Could it be one of them? This one's a little oversized. It's 32 pages instead of 28. And again, this is from Marvel Comics. That's Strange Academy number 11 for our number 9 pick. Coming in at number 8, we have Future State Gotham number 2. It's got a couple of great covers as well. One again from Derek Chu, and then it also has one from Lad Ronan. This is being written by Joshua Williams, and interior art is by Janice Milogianis. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but you know. So this is again spinning out of the Future State stuff that started at the beginning of the year from DC Comics. They're continuing a few of these stories. This one being mostly kind of what's going on in the streets of Gotham City. Tragedy has brought Gotham City to its knees. Countless people are dead, seemingly at the hands of the next Batman. Gotham demands justice, and Red Hood has vowed to answer their call, even if that means beating his way through Nightwing and the rest of the Bat family to do it. Again, that's Future State Gotham number 2 from DC Comics. Coming in at number 7, we have Bunny Mask number 1. This is from Aftershock Comics. It's being written by Paul Tobin. Interior art is by Andrea Moody. She's also doing the art, and there is a mask cover as well. So this is it's a horror book. So if you're definitely into the horror stuff, this is something you want to be grabbing. So if you're a collector, I'd grab this. Again, this is Aftershock Comics, a new horror series from the creator of the Eisner-nominated Colder. Sealed in a case before the dawn of man, released by a crazed madman, Bunny Mask walks our world once more. But for what dark purpose does she use her unnatural powers? And what's her connection to B. Foster, a young girl murdered by her father 14 years ago? In order to save his life and his sanity, one man will have to discover the truth of what waits behind the mask. Writer Paul Tobin and the artist Andrea Moody unleash an eons-old legend upon an unsuspecting world, one that will make your most horrific nightmare feel like a walk in the park. Again, this is Bunny Mask number 1 from Aftershock Comics. Coming in at number 6 is Amazing Spider-Man number 68. Being written by Nick Spencer, interior art is Mark Bagley. This is a continuation of The Chameleon Conspiracy from Nick Spencer. The Chameleon Conspiracy continues. Spider-Man aims to get to the bottom of the Chameleon's plan, but the foreigner takes his own aim. This, again, is a little oversized. It's 32 pages, not too big. Just a couple extra pages of awesome content for you to read. Coming in at number 5, we have Joker number 4 from DC Comics. Being written by James Tynion. Interior art is by Goldman March. The main story: it's a murder and mayhem in the jungles of South America with pits. The Joker pitted against everyone hunting him. He's prepared for the massacre in a way that only the Clown Prince of Crime can. But what secret does he whisper to Jim Gordon as the bullets fly? What is the true mystery? It doesn't say anything about the backup story. There has been a backup story about Punchline in every one of these Joker issues, so I'm sure that that story is going to be continuing here as well. And this is Joker number 4, being written by James Tynion, interior by Golema March from DC Comics. Coming in number 4, we're talking about the Hellfire Gala event from Marvel Comics. Now this is including 12 different books. This week, the 2 books you want to be looking for are X-Men 21 and Excalibur 21. So this is going to continue the story arc for these guys and this new Hellfire Gala. You don't want to miss X Factor 10, as we've been told, so keep an eye out on that. We also have now got some new information that there will be a trial of Magneto coming on after this, so something's going to happen during this event, some kind of criminal action of some sort, so we'll see what that is. So make sure you're keeping up with this, make sure you're collecting it all, don't miss out. This week, X-Men 21, Excalibur 21, the Heroes of Krakoa debut. It's a changing of the guard as the first X-Men team of Krakoa debuts. One era ends as a new one begins, and the handoff happens here. So the other thing big here going on with X-Men 21 looks to be the last issue of this current series, and X-Men number 1 starts in July, so make sure if you're collecting this series that you finish this off strong with X-Men 21. Coming in at number 3 is Spider-Man Spider Shadow number 3. Now this one has been written by Chip Zdarsky and interior art is by Pascal Ferry. Now this is a 4-part series, so this is almost to its conclusion. It's kind of a what if Peter Parker didn't take off the Venom suit, and kind of what if he kind of gave in to the darkness, right? Kind of like Eddie Brock. So what if that would have happened? What if Peter Parker became Venom? The greatest enemies of Spider-Man have band together to take the new version of Spidey down. They must act fast as their numbers dwindle at the hands of Spider-Man. While some plan for his demise, others like Reed Richards of the Fantastic Four hope to save him. But is it too late to have the old Spider-Man back? Or even Peter Parker? So again, this one's 32 pages. This one, it looks like to be a really good read. If you haven't been picking this up, see if you can find the first 2 issues. This is issue 3, Spider-Man Spider Shadow, the darker side of Peter Parker. Coming in at number 2, we have Heroes Reborn, NIGHT-GWEN. Of course, anything related to Gwen Stacy is always going to be a pretty hot pick. Spider-Gwen, NIGHT-GWEN here, you know, you name it. If she's in it, it's a good thing to pick up. So of course, this one has a great cover from David Nakayama, which, you know, we love working with him. And then it has some other variants as well. This one's being written by Vita Aya. Of course, it has that cover art from David Nakayama. Introducing Nightbird. By day, Dr. Gwendolyn Stacy is Ravencroft Asylum's leading psychiatrist. But by night, she does the guise of the vigilante known as Nightbird. But how did this happen? Why did this happen? And what does Kyle Richmond, the Nighthawk, have to do with it? There may not be any time to find out, because Nightbird must hunt down a new killer called the Jackal. This one's 40 pages and against from Marvel Comics. And this is the Heroes. If you don't know about Heroes Reborn, it's kind of like Marvel's spin on the Marvel universe and saying like, what if it was, you know, somewhat DC, kind of their take on it. So kind of another what if world here. Coming in at number 1 is Something is Killing the Children, number 17. This is continuing the new story arc. This is again James Tynion, interior art is by Werther Deledra. This is Boom Studios, that's your publisher here. What turned young Erica into the monster hunter she is today? Discover Erica Slaughter's true origin as she is further initiated into the House of Slaughter. But will she be sorted into the prestige White Room or the dreaded Black Room with her new nemesis Aaron? So this is kind of them telling her kind of background story in this new story arc. So Something is Killing Children, number 17. That's our number 1 book for this week's top 10 final order cutoff. If you want to order any of these books, you can order them at unknowncomicbooks.com. Save up to 30% when you pre-order from Unknown Comics. Now to announce our winner for this week. This week's winner for our commenting contest is going to be Ted Kendall. Congratulations, Ted. If you're watching or listening, please reach out to our customer service. They will put in an order for you and make sure you have an account with us. Ted Kendall, thank you again for commenting. Thank you to everyone else who commented, like, and share as well. We really do appreciate it. Make sure you're commenting on this week's video. That is your chance to win one of every book we just talked about for this top 10 list. So again, thank you again so much. Appreciate you guys listening. Appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell on the left. We just can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys being a part of this with us every week. We'll see you next week. Thanks again.